like a lunch line. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now, cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken short. Room here to run. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Spins by. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's fine. Yeah. Green 18. Green 18.
Rodgers now on first down. Goes underneath for Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We are going. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers now on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. That's fine, yeah.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
two. Hey, we are going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. To throw is Rodgers. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Go ahead, go ahead. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Rose, Rose. What's the motion?
Cousins. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's thrown for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun. The hug. 180.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, steamer.
A first down throw for Cousins. Forced out to his left. And some room to run. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of the play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey. Zoom. Get it.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
That's fine, yeah. Over. Hey, where y'all going?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Steps away to his left. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Okay, over here. All right.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
That's fine, yeah. Yeah, live.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He finds Perine out of the backfield. He got 29 yards. Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving. Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points. And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. And able to find Garcon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll throw again. Cousins to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time. But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kirk Cousins as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the 3rd quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Yellow. The hunt. 180. Two. Where's the hunt? Where's that?
On third down, Cousins flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 43 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ingram again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That's fine, yeah. Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, check 26.
On first down, Rodgers. And Green with a catch left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Goes underneath for Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Over here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Rodgers flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
26.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. Bring the energy. The heart.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing his Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go, come on. Hey, check 26. No. 319. That's fine now.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run. Ingram. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's fine, yeah. Hey, check 26.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We are going. Yeah, Liz. Yeah, Liz.
Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check 26.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Dodson. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Hey, we are going. That's fine, yeah.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Now Cousins. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this one will come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point. And
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Here we go.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Cousins on the keeper. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.